Hey there, if you're watching this video, you might be interested in this trailer. So, this is a 2018 Grand Design Imagine 2800 bunkhouse. 28 stands for 28 foot long interior space. It's 32 foot long, tip to tail. And there's the truck I've always pulled it with. That's also for sale. Another video on that one later after I wash it. But this camper, I just washed it today. Just a little bit of background about it in 2018, April. And my wife and I live in Germany. And we bought this camper to go camping in the summertime when my wife's out of school. She's a teacher in Germany. And we went for 6 weeks in 2018, 2 weeks in 19. None in 2020 because of the pandemic, and then 2021 it went up for another 2 weeks just at a local lake. So we put 6,000 miles on it in 2018, and in 2019 we went to Houston and New Orleans and back up. It had I'd say there was another 1,500, but in 2019 I also got rid of the Chinese tires that these trailers come with. They're Westlake tires that came with it, and then I put on Goodyear Endurance 10-ply tires. Just a slightly larger than the original ones, but that allowed me to go 10-ply instead of 8-ply. They're super heavy duty, and haven't had a single problem with these. Still like brand new. Just had that one trip to Houston and New Orleans and back up to Missouri, and then in 2021 I just went to Table Rock Lake, which is just about an hour away, for 2 weeks, and that was it. The reason we're selling this is we've come to realize that owning a camper in the USA and truck while you're in Germany doesn't make a lot of sense. We're just not using as much as this thing should be used. And we're enjoying Europe and traveling there more in the summertime. That doesn't keep me from owning that home there and the van over there. My kids go to college here, so they're in that house. But anyways, I'm in front of my mom's house here. I pulled it up here because I have shore power here. I put in a 30 amp breaker off the pool breaker box, and I plug it in here when I'm got it up here washing it or whatever. My driveway is not quite deep enough for this camper. Anyways, let's do a quick walk around. You have a private entrance in the front that goes to the bedroom, and that's the private queen bed in there with a sliding door. And it's got a deadbolt and a regular. That's the wrong key. I used to have these labeled, and I don't anymore. But anyways, there's the queen in there, and we'll see that again when we walk through. But we replaced the standard mattress with a super thick, I think it's 12 or 14 inches, and then we've got a topper too. I can't remember if the wife actually puts the topper on it or not, but whatever. But you can put sheets over this. Yeah, she does, if I remember right. But you'll see here that I've taken these windows out and put some aluminum tape over them, because when you're trying to sleep in, especially after a night of drinking by the campfire, and that light come through there and just hit you hard. We tried putting blinds over it, just didn't cover all the light like I wanted. I wanted complete darkness, so I put aluminum over it, aluminum tape. It can be removed, of course, but that's what I did. So, as with all these campers, you've got 4 stabilization jacks, 1 on each corner, and a generous pass-through. The pass-through is empty right now. I need to open up the other side so you can see it. The pass-through's empty. Me and the wife emptied it the other day. I'm gonna And I've got everything that goes with this camper over in my garage across the street. And I'm gonna hose it all off. There's a humongous rug or synthetic style rug that like 15 by 25 or something that goes with it too, and all the hoses and all the little things you need. But this is where you hook up cable if you want cable. There's a power outlet, battery disconnect, all your connections. There's a hot water connection there for outdoor shower if you so desire. A couple of lights here. You've also got the switch here for your party lights out there on the front that you can turn on at night. Or some people leave them on while they're driving down the road. You got your lights there for darkness if you're in there. But this thing is humongous. I mean, it's the whole width, and I've climbed through it several times to get in there and clean or what have you. This hitch here, I've turned this 90 degrees. There's a little mod you can do, or you turn it to 90 degrees. That way, if you have a tailgate like this one, you can open it without hitting that, which is real nice. Because otherwise, this was turned, switches forward, and then it hit it, and that's no good. So, just washed it up today. It's looking nice and clean. 2 propane tanks in there, of course. And I think they're full, but I'll make sure they're full. If someone buys this camper, I'll go by and get them filled up. So we've got a couple outlets on the outside here. This is your gravity fill if you want to fill water in the tank. It's got a 60-gallon tank, I think. 2 outdoor speakers, which are real nice, and it's got Bluetooth. So in the stereo, you put your Bluetooth on, come out here with your phone, you can play your music right through those speakers. You can choose indoor, outdoor, a mixture of both, whatever you want. Axles on this are upgraded. We bent an axle on our first trip in 2018. Grand Design put some pretty weak axles on it, and I called him and said, hey, we got a bent axle out here in Moab. And he said, tow it to the nearest station. They put a new axle in it. And then when I got back, they swapped out both axles to a heavy duty axle. They're thicker tubes, bigger diameter also. So you'll never have a problem with a bent axle again, which is real nice. And I'm glad they stood behind their product too. This hole here is if the slide motor ever quit working, you could you put a speed handle, the same one you use for the jacks, in there, and you can manually bring that slide in, which is nice. I've never had a problem with it, but if you did, there is that option, which is very nice. This is a 4-season camper. So this has, like, I think it was R14 or something. Maybe, I don't know, maybe, I'm trying to remember the insulation, but it's meant for the winter time. It's got a heated underbelly, so there's a canvas under the bottom of it. All the pipes are heated under there. So this is your outdoor kitchen. Little water dripping there from the bath that just got. But you got an outdoor kitchen here, and you got 2-burner stove, which is nice. I've cooked a lot on this. And it connects to the propane gas. It's got a hose that pops out underneath it.